Back on the show, it's good to have Mandy and Jeff Kenimer with us, along with their 8-year-old son, Asher. October is Down Syndrome Awareness Month. They're involved with the Cenla Down Syndrome Association, and welcome to the show.
We're so glad y'all are with us today.
Thank you.
You're so welcome.
Mandy, I guess we'll start with you.
Okay.
Tell us a bit about Down syndrome, the background, and what it's all about.
Well, it's maybe surprising to learn Down syndrome is actually the most commonly occurring genetic condition. So 1 in about every 691 live births is a baby with Down syndrome.
Right.
So that comes out to about 400,000 people in the United States living with Down syndrome, and about 6,000 births a year. So
It's totally random.
it is totally random, and one thing I was surprised to learn is that even though we think of older mothers as being the people at risk for having babies with Down syndrome because of the birth rate, it's actually usually younger mothers who have babies with Down syndrome. And so it's kind of, you know, younger mothers, it might be their first child, which is kind of nerve-wracking anyway when it's your first baby. But if it's a baby with a disability, that can kind of be even more scary. And so we as a group want to reach out to parents who might feel like they need a little help and support. So we want to support families and connect them with other families who have been where they're going with a child with special needs.
Well, this is really important. This program will heighten the awareness of Down syndrome and where to go for resources.
Right. We want people to form basically just friendships within the community. You know, other people who, you know, we know what it's like to have an 8-year-old with Down syndrome, but I've never had a teenager with Down syndrome or an adult with Down syndrome. And so it's good to know there are families out there who've been where you're going. And we want to be there for families who have new babies with Down syndrome because we've done that before, and especially reaching out to those new moms who may have just had a diagnosis, because that can be kind of nerve-wracking too.
Well, sure.
So we just want to let people know that we're here, and we have so many good resources in our community with early steps and the therapy groups that are in town.
Make people aware of that too.
Yes,
and a little bit.
Right, we don't necessarily provide those therapies, but we are blessed in Cenla to have those available. So we just put people in contact with other people in the community that might be able to provide what they need.
And you're so spot on, because that's usually what the issue is. They're not knowing where to go to find help. Not knowing.
Right, exactly. And just to let them know it's going to be okay. You know, we found out that Down syndrome was like the best surprise in the world. You know, Asher has 2 sisters who are 16 and 22, and we just all think it's the best thing that ever happened to us.
So Asher, Asher gets a bit spoiled, I would think.
Absolutely.
He even admits it, huh? Jeff, tell us about the open house that's coming up, what that's all about.
We have an event coming up the 22nd of this month. We're calling it a meet and treat. We're going to have some snacks, and we're going to have pumpkins for the kids to decorate.
Leading up to
Yeah,
it's right before Halloween.
Yes.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
it's going to be at the First United Methodist Church on Jackson Street, again on the 22nd from 9 to 11 in the morning. And as Amanda said, our goal is to meet some new families in the Down Syndrome Association, connect with those families that are already with us, and try to build some relationships there.
And again, like you said, heighten awareness.
Right, right. I think some families just don't know we're here, and then we just always want to add new people in the community to our family, and maybe some people out there that just love to work with these kids that may not even have somebody in their family who has Down syndrome, but just like to work with our kids. We found that Asher's made a lot of friends in the community that we don't even know. We see people out there all the time that know him that don't know us, so we're always looking to make new friends.
Well, that sounds like a wonderful opportunity. It sounds like you've put forth a lot of effort to make this happen.
How can people reach out to the Cenla Down Syndrome Association?
You can look for us on Facebook, so just look up Cenla Down Syndrome Association on Facebook. That's probably the most current information. And also, my number is 318-715-3999. That's Mandy Kenimer, so you can just call me for more information, and those are probably the two best ways to get in touch with us.
Got it.
Well, Mandy, thank you so much for taking charge of this initiative. Wonderful.
welcome.
October 22nd,
Yes.
the open house.
Yes,
First
sir.
United Methodist Church. Asher, you're going to be there, I'm sure, right? Thanks. Good to have y'all.
Thank y'all for
you.
joining us.
Thank you.
Halloween. Yay,
There you go. More to come. Arts in the Rafters. We'll tell you all about it, but first our community calendar.